Judith, a 65-year-old retired social worker from Florida, noticed something strange one morning while making her coffee. The jar lid that had opened effortlessly for years suddenly felt impossible to grip. Her hands felt weak, almost foreign to her. She brushed it off as just being tired, but over the next few weeks she noticed more changes, a slight tremor when reaching for her phone, cold fingers even in the warm Florida sun. Small signs she'd been ignoring for months. Then one day, during a routine checkup, her doctor asked her a simple question: have you been paying attention to your hands? That question changed everything. According to research from Harvard Medical School, your hands can reveal early signs of happening inside your body, sometimes years before you feel anything unusual. Your grip strength, the color of your fingers, even the temperature of your palms can tell a story about your circulation, your nerves, your nutrition, and your overall vitality. And here's the most important part: most of these early signs are not dangerous, but noticing them early can help you stay independent, mobile, and confident as you age. Welcome to Senior Health Facts, your trusted home for science-based health guidance designed specifically for adults over 60. Everything we share here is clear, practical, and rooted in research because you deserve to understand your body without fear or confusion. If staying strong and independent matters to you, hit that subscribe button right now. We're here to walk this journey with you, one practical step at a time. Today, we're going to explore 8 hand signals that seniors should pay attention to, and what each one can gently tell you about your health. No fear, no medical diagnosis. Just calm, clear, science-based guidance that empowers you to take action. So take a slow breath. Hold your hands out in front of you, because your body might be trying to send you a message, and today we're going to learn how to listen. Why do our hands change as we age? And why should we pay attention? The answer lies in something called biological aging, a natural process that affects every part of your body, including the muscles, nerves, blood vessels, and joints. In your hands, after age 60, several changes begin to happen. First, muscle mass naturally decreases by about 3 to 8% per decade, according to the National Institute on Aging. This process, called sarcopenia, affects your grip, strength, and your ability to perform everyday tasks like opening jars, carrying groceries, or holding a book. Second, circulation slows down. Your blood vessels become slightly less flexible, which can make your hands feel colder or look paler than they used to. Third, nerve sensitivity changes. The nerves in your hands may become more prone to compression or temporary tingling, especially if you sleep in certain positions or hold objects for too long. Fourth, joint cartilage wears down over time. This is why many seniors experience stiffness in their fingers, especially in the morning. Here's the good news: these changes don't mean something is seriously wrong. They're simply signals that your body needs a little more attention, movement, and care. Think of it like this: your hands are like the dashboard of a car. When a warning light appears, it doesn't mean the car is broken, it means. And as the car is communicating with you, asking for maintenance, before a small issue becomes a bigger one. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Gerontology found that seniors who actively read their hand health through simple daily checks and small lifestyle adjustments maintained better overall mobility and independence compared to those who ignored early signs. Your hands are not just tools, they're messengers. And when you learn to listen to them, you gain the power to take action early, prevent bigger problems, and stay active for years to come. So, let's dive into the 8 hand signals you should never ignore and what you can do about each one. Before we talk about what to do, let's first discuss what not to do, because sometimes the bits we think are harmless can actually make hand health worse over time. Many seniors assume that weak hands are just part of getting old, so they stop using their hands as much. They avoid opening jars. They ask others to carry bags. They reduce hand activity altogether. But here's the problem: when you stop using your muscles, they weaken even faster. According to Harvard Health Publishing, grip strength is one of the strongest predictors of overall health and longevity in seniors. Ignoring it doesn't make it go away, it accelerates muscle loss. Judith made this mistake. After noticing her weak grip, she started avoiding tasks that required hand strength. Within 3 months, her hands felt even weaker. It wasn't until she started using them again, gently and consistently, that her strength began to return. What to avoid is this: don't assume weak hands are permanent, and don't stop using your hands out of fear or frustration. On the flip side, some seniors push through pain and repetitive strain without rest, gardening for hours, typing on small phone keyboards, gripping tools too tightly for too long. Repetitive strain can compress the nerves in your wrists and hands, leading to numbness, tingling, or even chronic discomfort. The Mayo Clinic notes that older adults are more prone to nerve compression because the protective tissues around nerves mature a little thin with age. What to avoid here is this: don't grip objects too tightly, don't spend hours on repetitive hand tasks without breaks, and don't ignore tingling or numbness. It's your body asking for rest. Many seniors assume cold hands are just a circulation issue that can't be fixed. So they bundle up, wear gloves indoors, and accept it as normal. But cold hands can also signal reduced muscle activity. Since muscles generate heat, they can signal low thyroid function, as thyroid regulates body temperature. They can signal poor hydration, since blood flow depends on fluid balance, or a lack of movement, as circulation improves with activity. What to avoid is this: don't assume cold hands are inevitable, and don't ignore them without exploring simple solutions like ENT, hydration, and warmth exercises. Morning hand stiffness is extremely common after 60. But many seniors simply label it as arthritis and assume nothing can be done, while joint aging is natural. Stiffness that improves with movement is often manageable with simple stretches, hydration, and anti-inflammatory nutrition. The Cleveland Clinic emphasizes that gentle morning movement can significantly reduce stiffness and improve joint flexibility. What to avoid here is don't accept stiffness without trying simple interventions, and don't skip morning stretches because you think they won't help. Your hands need protein, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals to maintain muscle strength, nerve function, and joint health. But many seniors unknowingly eat diets that are low in these nutrients. Low protein intake accelerates muscle loss. Low omega-3 fats increase inflammation. Low vitamin B12 affects nerve health. Low magnesium reduces muscle function. What to avoid is this: don't assume hand weakness is only about aging, and don't ignore the role of nutrition in maintaining hand strength and flexibility. If swelling, numbness, color, hinges, or weakness suddenly appear in just one hand, or if they come on quickly, this deserves more attention. While most hand changes are gradual and bilateral, affecting both hands, sudden or 1S, ID changes can sometimes signal issues that need professional evaluation. What to avoid here: don't dismiss sudden changes, don't assume all hand issues are the same, and pay attention to patterns and seek guidance when something feels unusual. Sometimes hand symptoms aren't about your hands at all. They're signals of broader issues like dehydration, poor sleep, high stress, or lack of movement. If you're sitting for 10 hours a day, eating processed foods, and barely moving your body, your hands will reflect that. They're connected to your whole system. What to avoid is this: don't treat hand symptoms in isolation, and don't ignore the bigger picture of your overall health and lifestyle. Quick reminder: have you been making any of these mistakes? Drop a comment below and share your experience. You're not alone, and small changes can make a big difference. Now let's talk about what you can do: simple, practical, science-backed habits that support hand health, strength, and flexibility after 60. Grip strength is one of the best indicators of overall health. A 2024 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who maintained strong grip strength had better mobility, independence, and longevity. How to test it is simple. Wrap your hand around your opposite wrist and squeeze gently. Notice the strength. Compare it to last week. Is it weaker, stronger, the same? You can also use a simple grip strengthener or stress ball. What to do is this: squeeze a soft stress ball for 1 to 2 minutes per hand, 3 times per week. Carry lightweight grocery bags to build functional strength. Add 20 to 30 grams of protein to your breakfast, like eggs, Greek yogurt, or cottage cheese. Protein is essential. The amino acid leucine, found in eggs and dairy, directly supports muscle repair and growth, according to Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health. Older adults need more protein per meal than young adults to maintain muscle mass. Safety note here: start gently, don't squeeze too hard if you have joint pain, and progress slowly over weeks. Stiffness is normal in the morning, but it doesn't have to last all day. Here's a 2-minute routine you can try. Open and close your fists 15 times. Touch each fingertip to your thumb, one at a time. Roll your wrists in small circles, 10 times each direction. Massage each finger base gently for 5 seconds. This routine increases blood flow, warms up the joints, and activates the small muscles in your hands. Research from the Cleveland Clinic shows that gentle morning movement significantly reduces joint stiffness and improves flexibility throughout the day. Judith started doing this routine every morning. Within 2 weeks, her morning stiffness decreased by half. She said it felt like turning on a light switch in her hands. Safety note: move gently, stop if you feel sharp pain, and remember that stiffness should improve with movement. If it gets worse, that's a sign to rest and consult a professional. If your hands are cold, your first instinct might be to grab gloves or run them under hot water, but movement is often more effective. Try this 3-minute warmth activation. Rotate your wrists 10 times in each direction. Rub your palms together vigorously for 30 seconds. Open and close your fists 20 times. Shake your hands gently for 20 seconds. Take a 2-minute walk. Even tiny movements boost circulation significantly. A 2023 study on the NIH found that short bursts of hand and arm movement increased blood flow to the fingers by up to 40% within minutes. Bonus tip here: stay hydrated. Blood flow depends on fluid balance. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water per day. If your hands feel puffy, especially in the morning or after sitting for long periods, try this simple swelling routine. Elevate your hand. Dis above your heart for 2 to 3 minutes. Gently massage your fingers from the tips toward your wrist. Reduce sodium intake, aiming for less than 2,300 milligrams per day. Move your arms and hands every hour. According to the Mayo Clinic, mild hand swelling in older adults is often related to fluid retention, prolonged sitting, or dietary sodium, small add. Adjustments can make a noticeable difference. Safety note: if swelling appears suddenly, is accompanied by redness or warmth, or affects only one hand, consult a healthcare provider. A slight hand tremor is extremely common in older adults, and it's usually harmless. Most tremors are caused by fatigue, stress, caffeine, or natural nerve aging. What helps is reducing or eliminating caffeine. Try decaf coffee or herbal tea. Practice slow, deep breathing for 2 minutes when you notice tremors. Get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Hold objects with a looser grip as tension makes tremors worse. A 2020 study in the Journal of Clinical Neurology found that reducing caffeine intake and improving sleep quality reduced hand tremors in 60% of participants over age 65. When to pay more attention is if tremors get stronger over time, appear at rest, or interfere with daily tasks, mention it to your doctor. But occasional, mild tremors are really nothing to worry about. Tingling or numbness in your hands, especially at night, is often caused by nerve compression from poor posture or sleeping positions. Try this mini test. Raise your hands above your head for 20 seconds. If the tingling improves, it's often posture related. What to do is adjust your sleeping position. Avoid sleeping on your hands. Loosen your grip. When using phones or tablets, stretch your wrists regularly. Gently pull your fingers back toward your forearm. Use thicker handles on tools and utensils. The National Institute on Aging notes that occasional tingling is very common in seniors and is usually manageable with simple lifestyle changes. Safety note: if numbness becomes constant, spreads, or is accompanied by weakness, consult a healthcare provider. Your nails can reveal a lot about your overall health. Brittle nails, ridges, or slow growth are common with aging, but they often improve with better nutrition and hydration. What helps is drinking 6 to 8 glasses of water per day. Eat protein-rich foods like eggs, fish, chicken, and beans. Include healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, and nuts. Moisturize your nails and cuticles daily. Trim nails regularly to prevent splitting. A 2023 study in the Journal of Dermatology found that seniors who increased their protein and water intake saw noticeable improvements in nail strength and growth within 6 to 8 weeks. Here's a simple routine you can do every morning to monitor your hand health and catch small changes early. It's called the 90-second senior hand check. First, do a grip test for 15 seconds. Squeeze your fist gently. Notice strength, steadiness, or fatigue. Second, do a color check. For 10 seconds, look at your fingers in natural light. Are they pale, pink, warm, cool? Third, do a flexibility check for 20 seconds. Open and close your fists. Touch each fingertip to your thumb. Circle your wrists 5 times. Fourth, do a sensation check for 15 seconds. Shake your hands gently. Notice any tingling, numbness, or warmth. Fifth, do a warmth activation for 30 seconds. Rub your palms together. Massage each finger base. Take a deep breath. This tiny ritual helps you stay connected to your body's signals with confidence, not fear. Judith does this routine every morning now. She says it makes her feel more in control of her health and helps her notice small changes before they become bigger issues. Quick challenge, TR. Why one of these habits tomorrow morning? And share in the comments how it feels after just 1 week. Small steps lead to big results. Let me tell you what happened to Judith after she started paying attention to her hands. At first, she felt discouraged. Her weak grip, her cold fingers, her morning stiffness, they all made her feel older than she wanted to feel. But then, she decided to try something simple. She started doing the 90-second hand check every morning. She added a boiled egg to her breakfast for extra protein. She squeezed a stress ball for 2 minutes watt-hour while watching TV. After 2 weeks, she noticed her grip felt slightly stronger. After a month, her morning stiffness was almost gone. After 2 months, she opened that stubborn coffee jar again on the first try. She told me, "I realized my hands weren't failing me. They were just asking for a little attention. And when I gave them that attention, they responded. You deserve to feel strong again. You deserve to feel confident in your body, and you deserve to know that small, consistent actions can make a powerful difference." Here's your challenge. Start with Rue. One small change tonight. Maybe it's the morning finger wake-up routine. Maybe it's adding protein to breakfast. Maybe it's simply noticing your hands, really noticing them for the first time in months. Your hands have carried you through life. They've worked hard for you. Now it's time to give them a little care in return. Ready to feel better? Subscribe now so you don't miss the next step in your journey towards stronger, healthier hands and a more independent life. Many people ask, are hand tremors always a sign of something serious? No, most hand tremors in old adults are benign and related to fatigue, stress, caffeine, or natural nerve aging. However, if tremors get progressively worse, occur at rest, or interfere with daily activities, it's worth owning to your doctor. But occasional, mild tremors are very common and usually harmless. Another common question is, how much protein do I need daily to maintain grip strength? According to Harvard Chin School of Public Health, older adults should aim for 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. For a 150-pound person, that's about 68 to 82 grams of protein daily. Focus on high-quality sources like eggs, fish, chicken, Greek yogurt, and beans. Spread protein intake throughout the day for best results. People also wonder, can I reverse grip strength loss after 60? Yes, to a significant degree. While some muscle loss is natural with aging, resistance training and adequate protein intake can rebuild strength. A 2024 study in the Journal of Gerontology found that seniors who did simple grip exercises 3 times per week for 12 weeks increased their grip strength by an average of 15 to 20%. It's never too late to start. Another frequent question is it normal for my hands to feel colder as I age? Yes, as we age, blood circulation naturally slows, and we have less muscle mass to generate heat. However, consistently cold hands can also signal reduced activity, low thyroid function, or dehydration. Simple interventions like movement, hydration, and warmth exercises often help significantly. And finally, should I be worried about numbness in my hands at night? Occasional numbness at night is very common and often caused by sleeping on your hands or poor wrist posture. Try adjusting your sleeping position and see if it improves. However, if numbness becomes constant, spreads, or is accompanied by weakness, consult a healthcare provider to rule out nerve compression or other issues. Let me share some important patterns to avoid and what to do instead. When you ignore a weak grip and stop using your hands, it accelerates muscle loss and makes you feel less independent. Instead, do grip exercises 3 times weekly and add protein to your breakfast, which maintains your independence and functional strength AC. According to research, when you perform repetitive tasks without breaks, gripping objects tightly for hours, this compresses nerves and causes tingling sensations. Instead, take frequent breaks and use a loose grip when holding things, which prevents numbness and nerve strain, as studies show. When you accept cold hands as permanent without investigating the cause, you miss fixable issues like reduced circulation or low activity. Instead, try movement exercises, stay hydrated, and do wrist rotations regularly, which improves circulation and warmth throughout your hands. You skip morning stretches because you think stiffness is just arthritis that can't be helped. You prolong unnecessary discomfort. Instead, do a 2-minute finger wake-up routine each morning, which reduces stiffness and increases flexibility. As research demonstrates, when you eat a low-protein diet without realizing its impact, this weakens muscles and slows recovery over time. Instead, aim for 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal from quality sources, which supports muscle repair and grip strength according to Harvard research. When you ignore sudden one-sided changes in your hands, dismissing all symptoms as normal aging, you may miss important signals your body is sending. Instead, monitor patterns carefully and consult a provider if something feels unusual, which gives you early awareness and peace of mind. When you dismiss tremors as unfixable and just part of getting old, you miss simple solutions that could help. Instead, reduce caffeine intake, improve your sleep quality, and relax your grip on objects, which reduces tremor frequency and intensity, as clinical studies confirm. Here's a daily routine for maintaining hand health. In the morning, do the 90-second hand check, checking your grip, color, flexibility, sensation, and warmth. Eat a protein-rich breakfast with eggs, Greek yogurt, or cottage cheese. Do the T1-minute finger wake-up routine, opening and closing your fists, touching fingertips to your thumb, doing wrist circles, and massaging your fingers gently. At lunch, take a 5 to 10-minute walk to boost circulation throughout your body. Stay hydrated by drinking 1 to 2 glasses of water with your meal. Practice using a loose grip when using utensils or holding objects during the day. In the evening, squeeze a stress ball for 1 to 2 minutes per hand while watching TV. Elevate your hands for 2 minutes if you notice any swelling. Massage your fingers gently from the tips toward your wrists to improve circulation. As bonus habits throughout the week, reduce sodium intake to prevent swelling, aiming for less than 2,300 milligrams per day. Limit caffeine if you experience tremors or shakiness. Adjust your sleeping position to avoid nerve compression at night. These small daily habits create lasting strength and independence. The information we've shared is based on research from Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health on protein intake for muscle health in older adults from 2023. The National Institute on Aging published research on sarcopenia and age-related muscle loss in 2024. The Journal of Gerontology studied grip strength as a predictor of mobility and longevity in seniors in 2023. The Mayo Clinic has documented Nerve compression and hand health in older adults in 2024. The Cleveland Clinic Health Library researched morning joint stiffness, its cause, and solutions in 2023. The Journal of Nutrition studied leucine and muscle protein synthesis in older adults in 2024. The Journal of Clinical Neurology researched caffeine reduction and hand tremor management in 2022. And the Journal of Dermatology studied nutrition and nail health in seniors in 2023. Now, before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something important. Everything we've shared today is for educational purposes to help you make informed choices about your health. I always encourage you to talk with your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet or exercise routine. They know your personal health history best and can guide you on what's right for your specific situation. Every person is unique, and what worked wonderfully for Judith might need small adjustments for you. Your healthcare team is your best partner in this journey toward stronger hands and better health. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. If this guide helped you understand your hands a little better, please like this video. It helps us reach more seniors who need this information. Share it with someone over 60. Your loved ones deserve to feel strong and confident too. Subscribe to Senior Health Facts for more science-based support every week. Your hands tell a quiet story, one of strength, experience, and resilience. By paying attention to small changes, you can stay healthier, steadier, and more active as you age. Remember, most signs are normal, most changes are manageable, and the more you understand your body, the more empowered you become. Stay curious, stay observant, and keep taking gentle care of yourself. Take care of your hands, they take care of you every day.